In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL, SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. First down, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes firing complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this will be caught at the 30. Big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 43 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
They'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mike Badgley to kick off for
each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert got it open man. It's Foster. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Robert Foster. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And 7 at the 11-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second down and 7. Find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
On the play. And it's third down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
To number 87,
Travis Kelsey.
Touchdown,
His 9th
Kansas
touchdown
City.
of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Herbert now. Hunter Henry brings it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
1 yard.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 86.
From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kenneth Murray in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. operating from the gun. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Herbert's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole.
Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Herbert, and he's going to have the connection to Foster.
Herbert's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
It's a gain of
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down.
Snap it to Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robert Foster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Hilaire, the ball carrier. Casey Hayward brought him down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21.
The end result, 21 yards.
Chiefs.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Down and less than a yard.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The keeper.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 4th down, Herbert. This is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
On second down, a run to the Woods to live. And they'll get him down right around the 16.